did something heavy before it was even popular.
What?
Just started interviewing the mothers.
I was devastated. I think I cried for a couple of days.
I just put out a documentary called Dear Mama, a New Orleans story.
I mean, New Orleans, without a doubt, is the most haunted city in the U.S.
I talked to the mothers who's lost their talented New Orleans children's lives to gun violence in the city.
These are some of the top
orders. I'm about to go through. The only mother that didn't lose their son was BG's mother.
When he was like 16, he was getting like $1,000 a night. That was before they got big, really big.
I interviewed Miss Dorsey, and that was her first ever interview. The first ever interview, I interviewed her, and I interviewed her because, you know, of course, BG was incarcerated. And I just wanted to show the effects of how devastating it is when their child is taken away from them.
Why should we take them walks to them tombs? Why?
It's all the mothers that you know that lost some children. I did Magnolia Shawty's mother, family, whole family, the Lowe family. BTY Youngin's mother, shout out to Miss Gabrielle. Derek, Bulletproof, I interviewed his mama. The Fifth Hot Boy, Birdman nephew. I interviewed BG's mama, like I said before, and I interviewed my man Young Greatness's mother. Shout out Miss Janine, which she had a powerful segment. You could tell she's a very powerful woman. They were expressing their pain. They allowed me to come into their lives and talk to them and rehatch old memories that was very painful and hopefully therapeutic. That's why I wanted to put it together, so it could be therapeutic for them and therapeutic for all the other people who lost their children, whether it's artists, athletes, anybody, or just regular, you know, just regular civilians in the world or regular human beings that weren't in the entertainment industry or whatever, but just that the suffering that people go through and how much the loss of life, especially for people that were beneficial to their families, that everybody was carrying the load of their families when that's taken away from them.
That was it. That gun charge stuck him in the system, and it wasn't his gun, and we tried to prove it, but
could we associate you with one project in New Orleans? They say, "Oh, yeah, boy from yeah."
No, I never wasn't. I know I used to be in the St. Thomas a lot. I had a good connection with Bub and that whole Tent Wall family. And Midnight.
I had a lot of people talk about Bub. I don't care your Bub. I hear about Bub.
Bub was the director of the St. Thomas business infrastructure, and he got indicted on some conspiracy and went to jail for 25 years. But he was a pioneer in that community. That's where the terminology of Bub Show Love came from. You know, he was the chairman of the organization that they had that employed a lot of the people from the project. You know what I'm saying? So, but that got dismantled for whatever reason.
Because I would hear his name everywhere.
Yeah, because he was the.
I thought he was from the areas they was. What Bob they talking about?
Yeah, his organization was intertwined with many different parts of the city, and he was generous and I guess kind. And all of our dealings and actions, he would show love with me. But I was selling them 2 ways. I sold a lot of them 2 ways, and I sold them throwbacks. 2 ways, the time post. You remember they was real popular where you could send messages. So I used to always be in a project doing that.
Say, bro, how you just get to be in the St. Thomas? How you?
Yeah, well, because I brought something to his business and the people that worked in his business, and I was also doing the billing for it. So not only did I sell the device, I sold the service. So it was I had to monthly and weekly and always engage with them to keep the service going. So after I sold the product, that's how the relationship forged, because I had to constantly either service the product. If they had any issues, I was customer service, I was billing, and I was also selling people new devices. So that's how I built a relationship with everybody over there, D Jolly, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Some people I won't not name, but you know, if y'all know what it is, you know what I'm saying? Rivers, Anki, all of them. You know what I mean? You know, so.
Say Buzz still alive?
Yeah, I think he might be in the halfway house. They gave him a lot of time, so I think he was short. If not, he might be in the halfway house. He might be home. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, but he was a pillar in that community and providing resources to the people in that community, and not just people that work for him, but just, you know, the mothers, single mothers, kids, probably buying clothes, uniforms, helping feed people. You know what I'm saying?